Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another tutorial. This is Rex Red, and this is a DAZ Studio tutorial. And I am getting my mic set. I guess that's what I'm seeing in the mic. I was just seeing, what's that black thing? Oh, it's my microphone, okay. All right, now we can turn this a little bit more this way. Okay. I have an interesting, my dad's stuff always begins with some kind of brain idea that pops in my head. Oh, and Sigmund wants to say hi. Hello, hi, 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 I'm Sigmund. Yes, Sigmund says hi. All right, so, all right, this is it always starts with an idea. Okay, so my idea with this piece of art is the camera is on the ground looking up, okay, at the sky. And then there are a bunch of trees all going up in the air, and you can see the skies through all of these. I don't know if they're going to be leafless, or I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here. So I'm just not certain yet. So that's the idea, okay? So I have to figure out. I know where the camera's got to go. So we'll go to texture shaded. Now this is my bright line here. So we're going to create a camera. Default setting. Where's the default setting? Let's go to the camera view now. See where the camera is pointing at. All right. Well, we're going to move the camera here, here, and then we're going to point it up. Now, I have no idea how up is because I really don't have any reference here. So, we're going to go translate to 0 as I guess. Y. Z is 0. And X is 0. Let's try that. Now, this is really difficult. Now, save. Okay, we're going to call this Sky Tree. Sky Trees. I don't know. Just something so we have a name. All right, Sky Trees. All right, so now we need some trees. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but we're going to try. Now there's all our products. And I am going to start with one called Ultra Scenery. Okay, and we're going to try. I have several different ways I can just build trees, put trees into the scene. Let's look at this from the perspective view and see if we've got a camera that looks right. Well, obviously it's not right, so let's see. Let's select our camera here and rotate 0 and 0. Okay, that still doesn't look right. Let's look at it right from the top. Okay. Something doesn't look right about the camera. Yeah, obviously it's not right. So let's see what happens when we do this number. Okay, this has got to be at 90 degrees then. All right, so that's how we get this, our camera where we want it. So we look at it from a different perspective. Then we can see our camera. Now I don't want the camera. I guess the camera right at 0 is fine for now. We'll decide if I have to move it up or down or widen its field of view. So But for now, this looks like it's just exactly what I want here. Okay, now when I put some ground in here, what's going to happen is the camera is going to be under the ground. So save. So I think I'm going to just for the sake, I'm going to translate it up a little bit, just so to make sure that it's not actually in the ground, okay? And I think that's enough to be up above the trees, up above the ground. All right, so we're going to go ultra, and we're going to go ultra scenery landscape system. Where is that? This. All right, and we're going to go utilities and open ultra scenery. Okay, now for altitude, maximum altitude, we want that, I think, 0. I don't know whether zeros actually works, but we don't want any hills. Okay, we want the ground to be flat. Okay, now features, we just want a flat piece of land. We don't want any lakes or rivers or streams or anything like that. Okay, ecology. Now this, let's try, let's see, I think one of these gives me bare trees. I'm not certain. Here. Winter color. We're going to really experiment with this. But we're going to look and see what we have here for choices. Look at this. Willows. All right. What I was thinking, willows are a little bit too kind of gnarly, and I'm thinking something with like really tall trees like this maybe. But those look a little bit, let's see, I wish I could get these without, see, I may end up making this myself because I may not be able to achieve. All right, so, all right, let's just try this and let's go to build. And we want the camera, so it looks from our camera view. Build only the scene from the camera. Okay. What we don't want is grass tufts. Litter, we don't leaf litter. Leaf litter from the oaks. We don't want long grass. We don't want base grass. All right, let's build the scene and see what we get. We just want the trees. I hope this isn't too easy. So, okay, done. Well, that took only a second. Okay, close this. Now let's view this perspective view from our camera. And let's see what happens when we go to iRay. What do we see? That's not at all what I wanted to see. Not at all. This is not what I wanted to see at all. Okay, what if, all right, we go edit, undo orbit camera. Okay, we're just going to delete the ultra scene. Let's save this again. Let's check our perspective view and make sure our camera is still where we wanted it. Okay, we're in iRay still. Let's go out of iRay. Now, what if I make my camera really wide? Okay, we're going to go really wide. because I'm just experimenting with this, okay? So what if we go into camera, focal width, and let's go 100. Let's go 150. Okay. Now, let's go 200. All right. Now let's regenerate a scene here. 0, ground, features, plane, ecology. Let's go with these tall, really tall trees. I want tall, but, and then build. We don't want shrubs. We don't want vase violets. We don't want ferns. Okay, we want our camera. Build the scene. Hopefully it's going to look at my camera and say, he's got a really wide view here. Done. Close. Let's look at this from the camera view. Now let's look at this from my ray and see. It doesn't look like it built anything in the scene. It does not. Like it just didn't work. So yeah, nothing worked. Nothing came into the scene there. Not sure what's wrong with this, but let's try again with ultra scenery. We're going to go back to, we'll go to 1 for hills. No features, ecology. That just didn't, okay, it has a road here. Maybe that won't do it with a road. Oh, we want features, okay. Let's try this Pacific Midwest, okay. Now, build, camera from camera. We don't want false lilies, but bunch berries. We don't want them ferns. We want firs. We don't want forest litter, forest logs, grass tufts, leaf litter. We'll go with maples, mixed young trees, redwood, sorrel. I'm not sure what that is. This looks like field. It says field. So we're going to go with get rid of the redwood sorrel. I think that's okay. Build the scene. Will this work? Okay, let's see what we've got. We got trees coming in. Are they going to work? Am I looking at this from my camera view? It looks like I am. Looks like I'm getting something that I can kind of recognize. And I am viewing this from the camera. I have a feeling this is going to work. No, I don't want this. So I think I'm just going to want these tall. Don't want these trees, I don't think. So I'll have to go back and re-render it. I think I just want the firs. I have to remember which forest I used. Firs, these are the firs, saplings. Okay, done. Close. All right, I may be able to just delete these trees out of this. As soon as it gives me a moment here to do it. Maples can go. Maples young. Maples young. That's what I want, exactly. Whoa, look at this, save. Look at that. Look at this. All right. Now we're going to lock our camera here. File. Edit. Object. Lock. Camera. Selected nodes. All right. Now we need a beautiful sky here. And I'm not going to use an Hdri Sky. I'm not going to use an Hdri Sky. I'm going to make my own sky. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to go here and we're going to add a plane. Object. The plane. All right. We're going to go divisions. Let's go 30 divisions because I'm going to want this pretty big. Accept. Okay, there's our plane. Now, we want our plane here. Go to perspective view. Go to perspective view. Let's go let's go to texture shaded. All right, and there's our plane. There's our texture shaded mode. We want the plane like this, so we're going to go minus 90 degrees. Minus 90. And we're going to move the plane up. Okay. Up, up, up. Zoom out. Let's zoom out of our ultrascene. Ultrascene. See how big this is. Okay, let's take our plane up. Y. No, not the ultrascene. Undo translate. This is like exactly what I want here. Plane. Y translate. Now we're going to go that up above the trees and scale it so it's large. All right, now let's look at it from the top. I'm going to make it a little bigger so it kind of covers our ultra scenery scene. Okay, now let's go back to our camera. And that's still not large enough. That's funny. Scale. We have a very wide lens. All right, save this. Okay, now we can find a sky for this. Now, let's see. This is so beautiful, just even in this funny mode here. All right, now we're going to go. I'm just having a despondent moment because it's just a lot to take in all at once. I've never done this before. All right, so I have to go now to surfaces. Go to editor, plane, and as you can see, I have a base color on. That means that it has an uber base on the plane. So we're all set with that. So we're going to go to base color, browse, HDRI, and we are going to wait until some of these things populate. It's going to take a while. We are looking for a really moody. Okay, I don't have them in here. So what I'm going to do, okay, what I have to do a couple of things here. This is kind of difficult. Now we're going to go into our environment and we're going to go into, now, okay, we're going to unselect that. We're going to go here. We're going to go out of this. Smart, get rid of ultra. And then go to render settings. And I have a new sky template. And it is something I want to try here. I have a bunch of skies, so once I get one in the scene, I can mess with it. That looks pretty good right there, but that's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Skies of Twilight. Okay, now there's a few here, but this is what we're looking for. 4K, this is 8K. So we're going to use this. Okay, and that should have put that on my environment settings parameter. We have to find the name of this sky. This is an 8K. All right, this is an 8K sky. So we're going to go here, and this is called DTSOT. DTSOT. So now we click our plane here and go to surfaces. Now we can add this because it's in our scene. DTSOC, that's 1. DTSOC there. And then we have DT, here we go, emission color. We want that on that. DTSOC, and we want the emission color white. All right, now we want to move this sky around. So we're going to go our here horizontal, because we vertical offset, and scale it. Vertical offset, vertical tiles, horizontal tiles, vertical offset, vertical tiles, vertical offset, horizontal offset, vertical horizontal tiles, horizontal offset. Let's see what this looks like in iRay. It's going to be probably dark. Welcome, 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 welcome to this tutorial. Okay, it is dark, so we're going to now add some light to this plane. Okay, now I'm going to go to my environment options, and we're going to turn off the, I didn't want to do that. We're going to turn off the environment dome draw off. So all that's lighting this scene is this plane. Okay, and what we've done is turned the plane into a light source. Okay, it's not just a picture on a plane, it's a picture that is emitting white light. Okay, and color, it's emitting light in relation to the things on the picture. The whiter clouds are going to emit more light than the dark parts. Okay, so now I can turn up that light. So the plane becomes a sky, a thing that I can turn up the light on. And that's what we're going to do here. So where is this now? The plane. Okay, we have to go to the surface of the plane. And then we go down here and here. And this is our emission luminance. So we're going to bring that up. Give it a 9 and just like overdo it. Here we go. Now, look at this. Now I'm wondering if okay. Now, what if I turn off some of these trees? The mixed young trees, okay. I don't think they're even in the image because they're so low. Firs, the saplings, okay. Okay. And the firs. Okay, I'm not seeing those saplings, so what is this? Firs, trees, okay. Getting rid of those saplings, it still looks really nice. So now let's go to our texture shaded mode. Welcome, Angus. Yes, Sigmund says hi. Hi! Yes, he says hi. All right, so we're going to save this. This is what I want here. Now we're going to see, I'm either going to get the moon in or out of this. I'm not sure how I want to do this yet. So what if we go to our plane, editor. This is kind of going slow. And we go here to emission color, browse. Do we get the whole, oh yeah, we get the whole twilight thing here. What did it say? Okay, 2K. What are these? Twilight Sky A. B, Twilight Sky A. And we want the 8K. Let's try a different sky here and here. Different image. And we go here with Twilight Sky base color. Twilight Sky A. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what this looks like. And we have another one down here. I want a blue sky, so I'm pretty sure about that. Oh, look at this. 8K, Twilight Sky O. Look at this. Let's try Twilight Sky O, base color. Browse. Twilight Sky O, 8K. Don't think I did this right. All right, well, let's go here to this one. Emission color. O. Oh, yes. O is right. Now, what if we just give this a little bit more 1.9 brightness? think a little less brightness is where we're going here. 6. Okay, and now we're going to take and move the sky around, texture shaded. We're going to try messing with the sky a little bit. X horizontal offset. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Vertical offset. Horizontal offset. Save this. Okay, now what if we go and stretch this? What happens when I stretch the plane more? Scale the plane a little. Does the image actually scale with it? Yeah, it does. Let's see what that does. Let's see what this looks like. Does it work? Oh, yeah. I'm wondering about this. See, this is all very puzzling to me. Should I put a spotlight where the camera is, just to give... Oh, the trees look like they're actually kind of lit up a little bit as it is. I think the the silhouette of the trees is more... But as you notice, as you can probably notice that there's a lot of... All right, we're going to try a few different things here. Texture shaded. We're going to try moving the sky away, up. So we're going to scale it up so that it's further away from the trees, and we're going to scale it out more. Make it bigger. I'm not moving it down. I'm just so that it's actually interacting with the trees less, okay? It still has the same vibrance, but it's not so close to the trees that it's actually interacting with them. Okay, get that, see how that works? The further away it is, it's still going to have the same look, but it's going to be so far away from the trees that it's not going to be lighting the forest. And I think we can even go further now. Let's take a look at our perspective view and see what we have here. Let's take a look at our texture shaded. And let's take and hit this plane so we're... All right, whoa. All right. That's quite high. Look at that. This is amazing. I'm wondering... if this sky would be better on a sphere. So that it actually casts a circular. We're going to try that. We're going to put a sphere in here instead. All right, so we're going to create a sphere. We're going to go segments. Let's go 40, 30. Okay, accept. All right, now we're going to go to select our sphere and scale it. All right, this works the same way as the all right, what have we got? We're going to just keep putting 9s on this until, oops, that's really big. Two. All right, now let's go to our, let's put our image on here, on the sphere. This is a little bit more difficult to do, but not impossible. Base color, O was it. Base color, O. And then we're going to go with our emission color is O. And then we're going to, well, I don't know which one's which, so I'm going to just try, that's not it, so we'll edit undo. It's got to be vertical offset. And we could have both actually, vertical and horizontal. So that's like that. And then we're going to go horizontal tiles, which would be vertical tiles. Okay. Vertical tiles. And then vertical offset. No, that's not working. It's got to go this way. Vertical offset. There we go. And then let's take a look at it from the top here. Horizontal offset. Horizontal tiles. Which one do I like the most? This one here. This is from the top. Okay, now let's go and take a look at it from the camera. It's going to be black in here. No, not quite. We've got a fairly nice, now it kind of goes around our scene. I'm not sure. I'm going to save this file, save as scene. We're going to call this Sky Trees 1. One we have a plane and one we have a sphere. Okay. George! Welcome! Yes, you are here. This is welcome. I'm glad you've been enjoying your music today, buddy. All right, so we're working on a sky sphere. These trees, and I have a very wide angle camera, and they're looking up at the sky through these trees. And now we're going to give it a little bit of light. We're going to increase the luminosity. Illumines, if I can find them, sphere, surface, sphere cut out. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have this turned on yet. So we got to go emission color white. Now we have this. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to be dark. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just want to see if like surrounding it with the sky is a better. I think I'm going to like that because we're going to get light coming in from the sides also. All right, I knew this would be dark. What is this? I don't know what that is. That's not good, whatever it is. Okay, now we're going to go lumens. So let's give it a 9. See how much that brings that up. Whatever that is, I'm going to have to turn that so that it's not there. I don't know what's causing that. Could be the moon. It could be something in the, but I didn't have it before. Sphere. Let's rotate this sphere. Parameters. Texture could be the moon. Texture shaded. Y rotate. Now I can't see it, but let's see if that does something. Texture. It might have been hidden by a tree before. Oh, it's still there. It's like a glare in the camera lens or something. What if I turn my camera? Rotate the camera Y. I have my camera locked. Edit. Object. Geometry. Edit. Object. Lock. Unlock. Okay, Y rotate. That did rotate it the way I wanted it to. It can't be from the bottom because there's a ground plane. So the ground plane, what in the heck is that? Okay. See, it's not there. Oh, okay. Now, this is weird. Oh, okay. I see. So, if I rotate this like this, okay, I think it's this right here causing that. That's got to be underneath. So, let's take our sphere and back to surfaces. Why is this so slow? Okay. Offset. Which one is it? No, this one. Vertical offset. Oh, okay. What we've got to do is we've got to rotate the sphere itself. Okay. There's nothing to sphere but sphere itself. Okay. X rotate. Z rotate. X rotate. There we go. Oh. Okay. And then go from the top. And our sphere does not look very round. Okay. So let's Z rotate like that. And Y rotate like that. And X rotate like this. Where do I want? Okay. This is where I want it, in here. and X rotate it like that. Now let's take a look at from our camera view. Well, it's gone, whatever that was. And I seem to have... The only thing I'm not liking here is this... from this angle... Okay, let's look at this from Iray. See how these stars look kind of blurred. They look stretched. So let's see if I can move this around a bit. Surfaces. Vertical tiles. Look at that. Vertical offset. Ooh. This is strange. Vertical, horizontal offset. Okay, let's... Horizontal tiles. This is very strange. There's one. Okay. Horizontal tiles, vertical tiles. Let's do that at 1. Okay, so we're going to do a 1-to-1 here. And then we can do the offset. Let's see what this looks like. Yes, it's the sky is on around inside of a sphere, okay? And then I'll explain this a little bit to you here, okay? What I've created here. I have these trees and they're on a flat plane, okay? And then the camera is in the center of the plane looking straight up, and the and so the camera is looking straight up, and the plane is now I will take you from around to kind of show you this. Now that is the sphere. Now a problem that I'm having with the sphere is obviously it doesn't have enough now it won't let me move anything here. Okay, we're back. Texture shaded. Let's go to texture shaded mode. Okay. Not sure why it won't paint that. Okay, it does look like we've got a 1-to-1 ratio here. With this is the sphere going completely around. The sphere doesn't have enough geometry in it, because if you look at the edges, you can see it's kind of got squares. I don't think that's too much of a problem. The problem that I'm having with this is, now it's not letting me zoom in here much. If it is, it's going very slow. All right, we'll look at the ultra scene. Now inside, oh, it's got to go in more to see the ultra scene. All right, take me to my camera then. All right, so as you can see what we have here, this is my camera, and it's looking straight up. That's under the ground. And when I zoom out on the camera, you can see we have these trees. Why they're going through the ground, I'm not sure, but it doesn't really matter. Now, this plane, ultra scenery terrain, texture shaded. We're going to try a few things here. Now, ultra scenery terrain, and we go to here, terrain. We're going to scale this. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Edit. Undo the scale. Where's the plane itself? Proxies. I'd have to take all of this out of the terrain in order to scale the terrain. So, okay, here we go. We're inside of this, and it looks like my plane is not like from, okay, the sphere. Let's select this sphere and translate the X rotate 0. Let's get this sphere at 0, 0, 0, and then we'll mess with it. Rotate 0 and scale is fine. Z rotate 0. Now it's got to rotate. The sphere has got to rotate this way. Let's rotate it. Okay, X. There's 1. That's got to be 90 degrees. All right. And I guess that's the only plane we have to rotate. Now let's look at it from the camera view. This actually looks okay. And see, the thing is these stars here on the edge, they look, I don't know what to say, what to call it. They look big or stretched, where these ones look tiny. It's some kind of, and it may be a camera. Because of my camera, I have the camera on a very wide setting, and so because it's so wide, that may be an effect of the camera to make this to make the trees look, to make this look bigger and these look tinier. So what do? I don't know. So what I'm thinking is possibly move the sphere down more so that these are closer. Let's see what happens when we do that. All right, we're in the sphere, so we're going to go Y translate. And you see it keeps happening, like it keeps making that effect no matter if I move this down or up. So, but if I have the clouds coming up like this, coming in on the scene, at least they blanket some of that effect. X, Z, okay. Let's see what that looks like. That's kind of interesting right there. Okay, we're gonna, I have no idea how this is gonna render because I've got all these little teeny speckles and they should go away over time. I don't know what they are. I'm not, there's no atmosphere here, so it can't be that. So it might be shine on the leaves and it could be shine, that everything has a level of shine and it's picking the shine up from this but the sky, it's very nice. So what I'm going to do is this is what I would consider kind of done. It's sort of there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just I'm going to accept this as being one version that's done, and then I'm going to try some other skies and see what I can, because it's beautiful, but it's not popping. It's not saying to me, "Wow." Okay, it's saying, "Oh my gosh, that's really cool," but it's not popping, and so I have to look for something else. So what I'm going to do is File, Save As. We'll save this. This is something I could render and pretty much see that they look. The stars don't look. They don't look real enough. Okay, and so I'm looking for something that has more realism, and I may not be able to achieve it because of the camera effect. So what I might need to do is mess with the ground and make the ground come in so that the camera doesn't need to be so wide. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. If I make the ground come in, then I can lower the camera width. And the camera, when you make a camera wider like that, it does something to the depth of it. Okay, it makes things, I guess, farther away. I'm not sure how that works. Okay, focal length. Let's try messing with the focal length. All right, I'm going to go out of, oh, wow. Texture shaded. Let's go to texture shaded. Maybe if I take and lower the width or something. Okay, this is the focal length. Let's. Frame width. Focal length. Now I've really messed this up. Kind of looks stretched. Let's see what it looks like in the. Does it fix the stars? So now I can, now that I have this saved, okay, I'm going to mess with this. I remember that focal length was set to. Well, this is kind of interesting. Let's set the focal length back to reset. And now, and the maximum frame width, I believe I had it set at 200, 150. Yeah, so this is our frame width. Or maybe it was 200. I think it was 150. No, it was 200. Yeah, all right. So this is kind of like what I'm looking for the effect of the trees. So we're going to mess with the sky. We're going to put some different skies in here and see. Okay, so that's saved. I'm going to save that right there. That's something I could render. Now we're going to go File, Save As, Scene, Sky Trees 2. All right. Now let's mess with the sky. Click out of here. I'm going to try some different skies. How about... I know I want a night sky. And star fields are, really difficult to achieve because they're very difficult to achieve because of... All right, now we go here. And now we can switch this sphere, surface, sphere. This is called DT Sol Nighttime. DT Sol Nighttime A. Okay, and then we're going to do this one here. Browse. This is DT Sol Nighttime A. Let's see what this looks like. Wow. See, this is kind of popping more. And let's try this one. This is nighttime. This must be nighttime L or I. I. Wow, if I move that a little bit, I'm going to have a moon right in the center here. Let's see what we can do here and see what this, if this pops. Texture shaded. I think we found our sky. X. This is, I believe, the same artist that made this sky. Sphere, parameters. X translate. There we go. Okay, we've got to, I think I've got to make this sky bigger. So we're going to go down here. This is complicated. Surfaces. We're going to go to tiles, horizontal tiles. Vertical tiles. Okay, that's what I want. Now let's see what happens when we come here. Sphere, parameters. X rotate. Now I've had this problem with the sky before. There's like a cloud right there by the moon. And unfortunately that cloud makes the moon look like it's not round. I'm not going to like that. Let's see, maybe the cloud will... Obviously I've got a problem here. I've got a seam in the sky. The moon is right on the horizon. So this isn't going to work. Now, not sure why this moon. All right, I think I can fix this now. I think I can fix this. Surfaces. It's not on the horizon. It's the seam where I've scaled it. So let's go 1 again. Horizontal tiles, vertical tiles. 1. 1. Okay. Vertical tiles. 1. Okay, horizontal tiles is going to be 1, not 10. All right. So this looks like it's going to kind of work, but let's see now. What we do is it's a matter of how far we move. All right, offset. Okay, I need to change the offset here. Texture shaded. If I just move it closer, okay. There we go. Now let's try this. Is Bluetooth supposed to come when it's live stream? The Bluetooth is on. My phone came on for your live stream. Bluetooth. Let me think. On your phone. No, it shouldn't. Your phone should be using Wi-Fi, not Bluetooth. I believe if you turn Bluetooth off, I'm not positive, but I believe that your Wi-Fi will work a little better. Unless you're using speakers with your phone. If you're using external speakers with your phone, then the Bluetooth is supposed to be on. Okay, I don't like the look of this moon. This is like almost perfectly what I'm looking for, but I just don't like the look of the moon. And I need, all these moons look like they're kind of, now let's try this moon. Yeah, this one looks kind of round, but all right, let's put this one into the scene. Now that one's called Nighttime Sea. Let's see, now I have to put this on. If you're not using Bluetooth speakers, you can go into your settings and turn Wi-Fi off, and it should make, turn Bluetooth off, not Wi-Fi, and it should make your stream work better. But if there's no problem with your stream, you don't have to turn Bluetooth off, because it might be, you might use something that's Bluetooth, and it might be necessary to have that on. So now let's look about tiling this. This kind of lights up the trees a little bit more. This sky is really bizarre. Texture shaded. Vertical tiles. Oh, we don't want to change the edit undo. We want to just change the offset. That's weird. Horizontal offset. Okay, and then we can change our sphere a little bit like this. Let's see what that does. Texture shaded. Where we are here. I've used this moon before, and then I never could seem to get it round. I would love to have as many of these skies of radiance. They're all very, very nice. I would probably buy as many as I could get. The nighttime skies are really hard because a camera doesn't like to take pictures at night. And so, all right, we're gonna, I'm going to try to scale down the color, the brightness of this. The moon looks like it's whited right out. So we're gonna go to our sphere here, and we're gonna go to our luminance, and we're gonna bring that down to a 4. See what happens. Let's bring it down to a 1. Ooh. There is my scene, I think. That's my picture. I think so, people. Sphere. Let's see if I can just perfect that. Let's see, tiles. Okay, vertical off. Tiles are correct. So the vertical tiles, 0. Okay, I'm going to move the sphere so that this goes where it's supposed to. Sphere. Let's take a look at this from the perspective view. And let's go here. Texture shaded. Let's view it from the top. Now let's move our straight down on. Let's see what happens now when we go to our camera view. Okay. Parameters. We don't want to edit, undo that. We want to rotate. Yeah, we want to X translate it this way. Z translate it, no. Okay, I see what we've got here. There we go. Is that going to work? See, because this looks like the cloud cover. It's kind of weird how this looking, but at least if I get it right, it might look right. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this to work. That actually looks like it does kind of work. Without headphones. Okay, so you're using your phone speaker, so that does not use Bluetooth. Nothing that your phone is using right now is using Bluetooth that I know of. If you're just using the speaker in your phone, you should be able to turn Bluetooth off. You should be able to. Okay, why translate? Which one is that? What did I just move? There it is. X. Z. Let's see what this looks like now. I think that's going to be the best I can do. The problem I have with these is the moon doesn't look round, and I think it's the clouds have been sporadically kind of placed around the moon to look like they kind of interact with it. But unfortunately, it has the also added effect of making the moon not look round. All right, so what can I do to fix that? I can move the sphere up. Okay, so let's see, texture, shaded. That's about as far as I can go. Let's see what that does. I'm not sure I like that either. I'm not getting a round moon, and that's the deal killer here. These moons don't look round in this. It does in the picture here, but not from here. It doesn't. And I've had this problem before. That doesn't look too bad. Kind of looks spooky. All right, I'm going to go back here. Sphere. Scale. Okay, now if I scale this sphere in a weird way, I can't scale. Let's okay. It's got to be just perfect here. Texture shaded. What was that again? Z. And let's try this. I think I'm going to get this where I like it. And then, okay, I think this is where I like it right here. Maybe a little higher. Texture shaded. Sphere. Let's see what that looks like. And then I'm going to mess with it and try a different sky. I'm going to try a different brand of sky and see what happens. See what we can do. These are, I think the highest, these, I'm not sure whether these are, okay. I think that looks fine to me right there. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and then we're going to go call this Sky Trees 3, save as, scene 3. Okay, now we can mess with this sky again. Come back to that. If this is it, then this is, I kind of like this. This looks to me like it's kind of done. But let's see what else we have here. What we can do. Dramatic clouds, no. We're looking for sky scenes. Frozen lake. I am looking for, I have an orchestra or skies also. Night sky, HDR sky domes. All right, so let's try this one. This one's called A Night in August. What's this? Let's try The Night in August. Okay, so let's click on our sphere, go to surfaces, go to texture shaded, and go here. I think it's called The Night in August. Base color. August night. So they did change the name. August night. August night. Let's see. Emission color. August night. This is kind of pretty. This is just stars without the dramatic clouds. But I am going to have to move the sky until it's over top. So vertical offset. Okay, that's the offset. We don't want edit undo. What about horizontal offset? Oh, what if I just move the sphere around? Let's just see what this looks like. It's kind of not doing anything for me right now. It's not doing anything. Let's turn the sphere off for a moment. Let's turn on our HDRI sky and just see what it looks like with the HDRI sky on. Wow, that's not bad. That's kind of interesting. Because the HDRI sky is an infinite sky, and so it's not messing with the stars. It's not, my camera's not interacting with it. because it's so far away. It's so infinite that, wow, look at this now. Those are nice. Wow. I love the way the stars are just poking through, and it's not altering the way my trees look. Let's see what this one looks like. No, I like this one the best, I think. Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah, I like this one the best. All right, we're going to save this now. It's Sky Trees 4. Save as. I don't know what I'm doing. Sky Trees 4. I think I might have an extra one in there. We'll save it as Sky Trees 4. Now we'll save again so we can mess around with more. Scene. Five. All right, this one I like the best because it looks the most natural. I could put a light in here now and maybe add a little bit of detail or even, but I like this a lot right here. This one it looks the most realistic. All right, so let's mess around with some more skies now. These HDRI ones are doing kind of what I want. What's this icy world? Blue HDR here. Let's see what we've got. This is going to have a little bit of Aurora Borealis. Maybe. We'll see. Wow. This is strange right here. This one brings light in right through the trees. This is where a little bit of haze and mist in the forest would really create some kind of atmosphere. Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Wow, I could put this on a poster. This one's going to be another save. Save. Now I'm liking this one the best. File. Save as. Scene. We're going to go 6. Sky. Tree. 6. Yeah, I'm liking that one the best. Let's see what the pink one looks like. That one is my favorite so far. All right. What's the pink one look like? Well, that's interesting too, but it doesn't look as realistic. Maybe with a little less pink. Let's see. Just pink around the edges. This is really pretty. Now I can't decide. All right, let's say save this. File, save as, scene. I've not had to do this very often. SKY 7, is it? Because I just don't know which one I like the most here. Now let's go back. What about this one? This is going to be, this is the first, I think the first orange one that I've tried. Been trying to stay away from the orange, because it's going to look a little bit kind of apocalyptic, and I'm trying to stay away from, I want it to have a kind of earthy, natural feel to it. Sunsets. Let's the pink one. These ones have suns in them. So this isn't going to be a night sky. These will be day skies or sunset skies. That's kind of interesting. This is going to have a big yellow sun somewhere up in the sky. It may not actually coincide with it's not going to be in the middle of the top of the sky. That's kind of interesting there too. Blue mood. I'm looking more for a blue mood than an orange or red kind of mood. Like this is sort of what I'm looking for. But I think the night sky is better. Let's see now. I have some more with big gigantic harvest moons in them. Let's see. Okay, this is a storm sky. Okay, here, I think this is the one I tried. Maybe not. This is another sky dome. This is Milky Way. So this actually has a Milky Way effect going through it. This is actually working. So look at this. Oh my gosh. Wow. What if I bring this up to 2? I think that'll go darker. Four. Wow. Does that get reset? I really like this too. This is showing a little bit of that star stretch. And I bet these are like 16K images. That's with a few less stars. This one is the nicest one right here. So obviously the sphere this is working much better than the sphere idea. Look at that. Now we have 2 different lighting resolution. We have intensity. And I thought there was another lighting thing here. Environment intensity. Oh, tint. What happens when I bring that up? Look at that. That is just amazing right there. I think I've got to save that one too. What if we bring this up to 2? I think 1 was better, because it's just a little more ominous. Okay, we're going to save this. Hdri 7. What if we bring that back to our default? Save that. Now let's go file. This is Hdri 7. Save as. Scene 8. One of these is maybe going to just like, whoa, there it is. You know? That's what happens. Let's go to, I have some with the, here it is. Harvest Moon. Okay, let's see what this is. This is the same artist as the last one. All these lately ones, these ones that I've been using lately have been the same. That's really nice because you can see the green of the trees. It's not just I think what would be interesting is to turn the leaves off on the trees and just have, these are nice, but they're not screaming at me and saying, wow. They're very nice, and I like the fact that but the reason why they're showing more color on the trees is because the moon is actually around the horizon level, and so it's shining through the trees. Yeah, that's what this is. The computer figures the rays of light shining through the trees. So the sun, the moon is, as you can see on this, it's on the horizon, and so it's going to show more light through the trees. It's not bad. It's just not. Let's try some of these dramatic clouds. That's kind of nice, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something really dark, and look at that. Oh, that's really pretty how that brings the green out of the trees. This is kind of gray. That's not very pretty. Oh, and this is warmer. This is very warm. This is the purple one. Yeah, and let's see this. Okay, I think the one I liked the most out of these was this one here. Yeah, this one. This one's really nice. It's that beautiful blue sky day. Let's save this one. Save. Okay, and we'll go to File. Save as Hdri 9. Hdri 9. Okay. Let's look at some more here. Probably should go through and render all of these and then decide which one is what. Wow, look at that. This has a chunk of realism to it, but it also has a little bit of a kind of foreboding, a little bit of that apocalyptic thing, the sky being almost like a sponge drawing the light out of the, soaking the light out of the scene. I don't know what the word is, but something out of Star Trek. Just, oh, look at that. These green skies are really, really nice. Look at that. See, that one pops now. All right, all right, now what I'm going to do is lock the camera again so I don't screw up here. Edit, object, lock. All right, let's lock the camera again. This one's actually the first time that I've noticed these little teeny branches. This is the only one that's given me where I've noticed these little branches, these little sort of hideaway branches here. Let's cut that red again. The red spectrum. Now I'm noticing the branches more often. It's going to be a little colder. And it looks like this bare sky. This is really nice. This just reminds me of that Pacific Northwest kind of look. I think this was the most bizarre one of this lot. What's this? This is a star field. This is very nice here. This definitely has a feel of realism. Amazing, because it has the sun along the horizon, but it also has the star field. So it gives us the best of kind of both worlds. It gives us a little bit of realism going up, but it also gives us the the star field. I'm going to save this. I like this one. Okay, file, save as. We're going to go Hdri 10. All right, let's play around with some of these skies, some more of these skies. I have thousands of them. Literally, I had to buy them all. Yeah, I had to buy them all. Purple Nebula. This is going to be weird. Wow. You know, this is initially what I was looking for, was a really funky sky. Something really, like, kind of out of a horror. HDRI stars. Well, has no light source. These are kind of what I'm looking for. You know, I don't know why I'm looking for a horror sky, but I just kind of wanted it to look, you know, like really bizarre. This has something really nice going on with it too. I just wanted it to have a massive texture, not just be stars, you know, but have some kind of texture thing going on. And that's probably the closest to what I had in my mind of all of the skies so far. Angry Heavens. Let's see what these are. These look like black and white, kind of. They're not really translating. At least that one didn't. These, they do. There's something really nice about these. Once again, the light source is coming sort of from the horizon. And so we're not just getting skies, but we're also getting where it's lighting the internals of the forest. Okay, they're nice, but they're not sending me on a vacation here. Desert Planet, what are these? Let's try one of these. Gonna get a little bit of a moon or something, a gigantic moon in this one. It's nice, but it's not sending me that far. These are huge images, 16,000 pixels. That's how big these images are. When you buy them, you pay anywhere from you know, a $1 to $20, and you usually only get about 10 to 12 images. So 10 to 20 images. And sometimes they're even as expensive as $20 for like 10 to 12 images. But I wait until they're on sale, and then I buy them for like $1 to $3. That's usually when I buy them, when they're on sale. And I was thinking these are going to be nice. See, I want something that's not going to be so dark that I'm going to lose the effect of the forest. This is really nice. I wanted to stay away from I want this to be, I think what I'm really looking for is a night sky, starry sky, night. It's got to be night. I wonder about these. These have really strange, they create like prisms in the scene, so that you can see it. They create like what's it called? The spectrum, Parhelion effect. And it creates like rainbows on things, rainbow shadows on things. This isn't too bad. And then I have some night ones too. Cool blue. The thing is, I'm seeing them on the right, and it's kind of destroying the old. Wow, look at this. This has kind of got some purple coming through. And it's got the star field. It's really strange. This one is really Mod Squad here. Oh, look at this. Now that is one of the best green ones that I've seen so far. It really does something to the trees. This one is really, really nice. This one I could see rendered. This one is the one, I think the best one I've seen so far. It just gives it, I don't know, gives it some really bizarre color spectrum. Variegated colors. All right, this is going to be number 10. Save. And there was this blue one here. Let's see what this one was again. This one I kind of like too, but no. See, this is really spectacular. Now we have a green one that's just actually green. Yeah, that one's, it's nice, but okay, I think we're going to stick with this one for this okay, so we're going to save this as now save as 11 sky tree 11. And now we can experiment with some more. I think that one was the one. Sky Tree 10 is the one I like the most so far. What's this? Exoplanet. Let's see what this looks like. This is going into the red, which I didn't want to do. This is the kind of the apocalyptic look. No. Nah. I wanted to stay away. I want it to look kind of earthy. Green or blue is fine. Red, I want to stay away from that. I don't want it to look like a forest fire or apocalyptic. I'm going to give these a try. These are what we started out with. The guy we started out with, his art with the moon that I couldn't quite get. These are his daytime ones. His skies are the most dramatic looking skies of any of the skies that I've got. Wow. Look at that. Now that kind of pops. This would render really, really nice. Okay, that one right there is our number 11, but I think I'd like to move that sun up so it's not quite parameter. Let's see, tone mapper. No, environment options. And it's not going to, the only way I maybe can do this in filament mode. Oh my gosh. Come on, filament mode, give me some textures that I can work with. I think I can work with that a little bit. Dome orientation Z. C. Y. X. There it is. Let's see if that works. There it is. I almost wish that was in the center. What if we try it? Texture shaded. No, we can't do it in texture shade. We got to do it in filament mode. All right, let's try rotating this. No, that's not the way. Y, like this. And Z, like that. And X. Let's see what we got here. I think this is going to be up there with my other ones that I've liked. Yeah, look at that. This is really nice. Okay. Save this. This is 11. File. Save as Sky Tree 12. All right, now we can mess with something else. 10 and 12, 10 and 11 are my favorites, I think, so far. 10 and 11. I'm just going to avoid the red skies. I just know I don't want a red skies. This is the Milky Way one. Now this is a green. It's like an alien world sky. It's like a toxic world kind of thing. Like as if you were on another planet in now this is kind of what I was in my original idea of what I was looking for, some really weird sky. Something that would actually kind of meld into the trees a little bit, like interact with the trees as if it's kind of part of the trees in a way. And this one right here looked like it was actually melding in with the trees. This is the first one. Well, not really. Which one was it? This one maybe? No, they're nice, but I think this is the nicest of all three. It's almost like the trees and the sky are in cahoots together. They're working together to create the clouds. The cloud forms, and it would be nice if the clouds actually kind of formed around the spots of the trees, you know, so they kind of outline the trees in a way. And this is just kind of the sky's doing its thing, the trees doing their thing. And I was looking for something that had more. I'd have to go into a painting, you know, to get that effect of the sky kind of circling around the trees. All right, I'm kind of okay. This is Starry Night ones. I think I've done these. These ones have a little bit of red in them, I think. A little more red than this one doesn't as much, but they kind of have that sunset, red sunset. Yeah, these ones are ones that I thought were really big candidates. I think I think number 10 is the one I'm liking the most. The one with those rainbow kind of effects inside the. I think I've seen these ones. This is the Starry Night. That is really nice, but that brings me into that red zone. But it doesn't look like, it sort of kind of looks like Forest Fire, a little bit. This one's got a white moon, so it's going to have some light in a lot. These ones have horizon moons, so it's shining into the trees a little bit. These are very nice, though. They're very nice. But they're not popping like that. Number 10 was really kind of popping. That one just like was wow. This one actually has a moon in here, and I could possibly bring that moon over. Let's see. Go to filament mode. Let it redraw those colors in filament mode. Hopefully it's going to work. Come on, filament mode. There it is. It is going to work. All right, so we're going to move this which way? This way. And X. This isn't going to work because I'm going to have too much of the sky, the ground. Z. It's because the moon is too much of. Let's see what it looks like. I'd have to turn it so that, well, I guess it could be light on one side of the sky and dark on the other. We'll see. Yeah, it's got to be light under here and dark above, just to balance it off. Texture, let's go back to filament mode. And let's, rotation, I think goes like this, yeah. And X, no, Y, X. Z. X. Y. Let's see what that looks like. It gives us an object in the center to kind of draw your eye there. This isn't too bad. This kind of gives me the best of both worlds. It gives me a little bit of day and a little bit of night. The moon looks round. It doesn't look like misshapen. The only thing is the horizon doesn't look round. I'm going to have to do something to fix that. It's not quite there. It looks twisted. Rotation. There we go. This is what we need to do. Just bring this up a little bit like that. This is still not my favorite. But I like it. So this will be number 12. All right, I'm gonna twist it a little more. Filament. Let's try that. Like there's a little cloud running through the moon, and it's like that cloud's got to be even or else it, even though it may not actually in nature be even, but it's got to be even in order to make it look like the horizon. Yeah, see, now this kind of gives it that horizon look. All right, that kind of works. Kind of doesn't. It looks like there's some kind of disturbance in here with these clouds. They look like they were patched in, and I'm not sure what that is. I might have the horizon upside down. I don't know what I've done, but we're going to call this number 12. Okay, file. Save as, scene, sky tree, tree 13. I still think number 10 is our image. Let's see though. Let's go and try some other stuff now. I think I tried these, but no, maybe not. Let's give them a try. Nebulas. These might be really what I'm looking for. I could be. The blue one, the blue nebula. Let's see. That actually has a sky feel to it. And it looks like it's kind of like blending in with the trees the way I wanted it to kind of have a texture. These ones have stars also. I'm kind of scared to try the red one. Oh, look at this. This one really does have that kind of swirly sky that I'm looking for. Plus it lights the trees up, but it's not dark enough. I don't know, it doesn't have, it's cold. And let's try the red one. The forest fire. This one's going to have some, an asteroid field in it. Wow. That looks like forest fire again, though. It's warm, but it has the forest fire. And this would take a while to render. It's got so much complexity of light in there. As for the red ones, I think that's my favorite red one that I've seen so far. So, let's go to the environment options and see if it changed the no, it did reset the dome. Oh, look, I can change the light coming in from what angle. This is really strange. You know, I've kind of wanted to do a tutorial and show off all the skies that I have, and this has turned out to be the perfect. You guys are going to know all the skies, the different kinds of skies that I have to work with through this video. This is it. This is where I want this kind of to be. It's got a certain seclusion to it, but I don't know, these dark red areas are bothering these. I could go in and actually paint them out of the picture Here's the image itself. Let's see, take me back. Yeah, it's got some spots in it that I could just paint them out. And then it wouldn't be so intense in those areas. But then I'd lose my lights too, because those are what's creating the lights. It's the bright parts of the image. All right, I'm not gonna, it's just a little too weird, too swirly. It's not distinct enough. I'm just gonna try this acid colored one. Toxic gas. This is really nice. Just right out of the box, this one is nice. See if I can get some light inside of this. This one doesn't have many bright spots in it. So it's not lighting. There's nothing on the horizon to light the interior of the forest. There again, I could just put something in there. Or I could shine a light inside of this, inside of here. I could make it a nice warm light inside and radiate it. Let's try a light. Point light. Let's go to my perspective view. Let's look at this point light. Okay, it's down below the ground. Y translate. Okay. I gotta go into texture shaded mode. Texture shaded mode. Y translate. Ah, you're very smart, George, to check your live status and make sure that you're actually live. Yeah, very smart. We're going to move this down. Okay, now let's see what happens when we... I hope this doesn't interact with my camera too much. Now, let's go into Array. Let's take our point light, and give it some light. Light the interior of this. I almost wonder if a spotlight coming in from the side might be a little better than... It looks like my point light is lighting it now. 9. I get another 9. Yeah, it is lighting it. And then I could take the temperature down. So it's not white light. It's more of a kind of warm light. Yeah, it's okay. It's just not, all right, I'm going to save this. Because it's kind of weird. These little lights, that's my light. Those won't be in the image. It's kind of weird, but I think I'm going to take the light down a little bit, to 2. So it's not quite, so it doesn't distract from the sky. You look more at the sky than, but it does light up the trees a little bit. I think a spotlight coming through would be better, but okay. We're going to save this as 13 just because it's so weird. And file, save as, scene, sky, 14. I think that's what we're at, 14. Okay, now we can mess with another sky. We're going to turn off the point light for now. I might need it again. I think I'm going to pick number 10 as my final image, but we're going to play around with a few more because this is so weird. That image is really pretty cool because it's got the stars. It's got this really weird. This might be one of the best images too. So I think I'm going to save this as 14 without the, I like it without the light. Save as, scene, sky tree 15. What I need to do is go in and render them all and then see which one I like. Okay, I've had some interesting luck with these. What is it? Where are they? They are two suns. It's got two suns in the sky. Now I can't find it. Here it is. It's called Twin Suns. Look at this. So we have maybe like one sun up above, or two suns coming in from each side. This is interesting. Let's see about this one has clouds. This one's showing that whatever that is doesn't look round. It's some kind of light effect. I like this kind of aquamarine color. That's very nice right there. It's just very natural in a way. The aquamarine color, it's not green, but it gives it a sort of natural look to it. I think I'm going to save this. That's 15. Okay, file, save as. Sun, what is it? Sun, sky trees. Sky tree 16. All right, so that gave us an interesting effect also. So this one has lights from two angles. That's what makes that different from a lot of other skies that I own, where it does have. This one is called Skies of Gaia. Oh, I haven't tried any of these yet. These, I've had a lot of good results from these skies. This is a nice green one. This is a night sky. This is interesting. But then we've got the stars. It's like the stars aren't working in these scenes because this is a kind of red one. They're not working because it looks like it drags the stars. Look at this. This is certainly unique. It's very strong. Oh, those are hues. Okay, these are the actual skies. And those change. the color. This will make that same sky, I think, look like pink. Yeah, those change the hue of the sky, but these are the actual different skies, I think. Okay, notice that little wispy cloud here. Now I click on this one. It's got the same wispy clouds. Height. These are definitely different skies. Each one's different. These might be the hues, because these are definitely different skies. These change. Okay, this is the default. Let's see what that is. All right, I have these are nice, but I have another another artist who makes skies, and I haven't even used any of his. There's also the noir. Let's try something in noir. Oh, those are lights. What's this? Oh, that changes. That would change. Okay. All right, where are those skies? Those are worth trying. These, they're called skies of economy. And I've had some good luck with these also. Let's see what this looks like. These are either going to be they're going to be just amazing, or look at that. These are going to be the most kind of natural, I think, of all of them. Look at that. That's interesting. It's still not sending me as far as the number 10. Number 10 had something really kind of supernatural about it. Let's try some other skies of economy. Wow. I bet I could move that sky there. That top sky. Wow, this one is very strange. Now this one is, when I see these red ones, they pop out at me because there again, it's warm and it tricks you, and then and then you have to get to back to that realization, like, of forest fire, and so it's I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm thinking more of the night sky, and the green hues don't scream forest fire to me. So now this is the fantasy moon. I don't think I've done any of these yet. I was looking for this one. This one has gigantic moons in them. Wow. I don't see any moon there. I'd have to move it. It's in there. It's there somewhere. they load kind of slow, which is telling me that okay, this is the moon with the highest moon in the field. This one is actually going to probably, if I rotate the moon, I should be able to actually see this moon. Let's see what happens when we go to filament mode. See if we can actually see this moon. This is kind of bright. All right. Let's get to our environment and environment options. And that is our, where's the rotate dome? There's our moon. Let's rotate the dome this way. Yeah, see, it's showing the horizon. And I didn't want the horizon in this. Rotate the dome this way. Let's see what it looks like. And then we have the stretched stars again here. The stars look stretched. Kind of like you're going through warp speed. These are supposed to be large moons, and they're not large at all. And the thing is with these skies is you can't, I'd have to put this on a plane to make this moon larger. The stars do not look stretched. The thing is it just looks like I'm looking out at the horizon, and that's not the look you would get, because this looks like the curvature of the Earth. When you're looking straight up at the sky, you would look and see, you wouldn't see this horizon. And so it's not representative of a real, and if I zoom in enough, these stars aren't going to look real. Let's try a couple more of these. This seems like the moon is on the horizon on all these. I am in awe of the artistry that went into these skies. Just totally in awe of the artistry that went into making them. I just have no idea. My brain just draws a complete blank on how they did them, because they're not photographs of the sky. I don't believe they are. Maybe the moon in some ways is actually a photograph of the moon. Edit, undo. But taking a photo of the night sky is like really difficult, because look at this. Now that would be like a perfect moon if it didn't have the horizon in it. See, and I don't see one with this one has the moon the highest above the horizon, and it's not very high. It's not high enough. Dome rotation Y, X. This is a rotation there. Now I could probably go in and edit this image, maybe. Let's see. I'd have to edit this image. because this image has the moon the highest in the sky. Still, it's not. See, there's still too much of a problem here. And then there's the problem that these lights here kind of look stretched. But let's see, they don't look stretched in Hdri though. They only look stretched in Filament Mode. In Hdri they look like tiny little points. Okay, let's do an experiment here. Let's go to here. This is Fantasy's moon, small, high. All right, so let's go to browse. Let's open this with Photoshop. Okay, and now we're gonna do some magic here. Show you some techniques. This may work, it may not. Here we go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our clone brush here. We're gonna make this large, like really large. A little smaller. A little bigger. Kind of touchy. Okay, now we're going to clone this here. We're just going to get rid of this fog haze here. See how that works? Okay, and we're going to grab this. Okay, here's how we work it. This is how we do it, people. This is how you make things work the way you want them to. Is it going to work? Is it going to be exactly what I want? I don't know yet. Oh, now we got a picture of the moon there. We got to undo that one. Okay. This is how you make it work. I gotta have some of these little more sporadic stars because it looks a little bit, and then I have a little bit too much haze down under here. There. Here we go. Okay, some of these stars down in here. Some of those over there. Then let's take this right here. Clone that right in here. Along the bottom, that right there. Along there. This right here. Along there. All right, now we have a complete star field. I'm gonna kind of, all right, I don't know if I like that last one. Edit. Okay, we're gonna leave that like that. All right, now we're gonna go File, Save As. Oh, come on. All right, here we go. Fancy Moon High H. Okay, we're going to call this High Edit. .hdr. This should take a while to save. Like a long time. All right, now what I should have done was moved that moon. What I need to do is take this moon here, move it here, and then take this out, up, edit. Kind of does it. I have no idea if this is going to work. All right, so let's see what we've got here now. This is called what? It's not even, oh, it's called Edit. Save. All right. Now, let's load our edit one in here. Edit. Here's our edit sky. Shouldn't have this bog here. It's mist. Okay, but the moon won't be in the right place. I'll have to move that. Let's go to Filament Mode. This may not work. It's not always as simple as just doing what I did. see. It's not always that simple. See these? They look stretched. That may not be good. All right, now let's see what we've got. This is going to work. Is it going to work? This may give me the scene that I'm looking for, but is it going to be the one I'm going to choose in the end? I don't know. This is going to tell me right here. If it works or not, I'm going to be able to tell pretty quickly. Yeah, and see, we got some stretch stars here. And I may be able to fix them. See, nobody else would notice that, but I do. And you know what? It's like, okay, let's turn back on the linear point light and see if we can light the trees up a little bit. So there's like a campfire here. Unfortunately, okay, display. Okay, that got rid of the light. All right, it's interesting. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go back in, and I think I might be able to fix some of these stars because I know they're close to the image. So let's go back to here. I think the moon's got to come up anyway, and if I move it up, I may be able to put those behind a tree. Let's see. Go to filament mode. The moon's got to be about here, I think. All right, we can turn those like this. Put those stars behind the trees, but this has got to come up. C. That. X. Rotate. Get them so they're not showing. Okay, let's see what this looks like. That's not bad. There's only a few stars that look one star that looks stretched out of this. These look a little stretched, but they're okay. So, but the moon's not where it's supposed to be. It's probably supposed to be about here. No, not texture shaded, filament mode. All right, so I can see that star right there. Unfortunately, it's not showing me my point light. My point light doesn't work in filament mode. That's got to be fixed. Y, Z, rotate. Let's see what that looks like. probably somebody would look at the moon and say it's upside down. The moon's supposed to, you know, the dark spot's not supposed to be. I don't know. Depends on which way you're laying on the earth, I think. Now, the moon looks a little bit stretched to me, and there's nothing I can do to fix that. I don't think. Might just be an optical illusion. The stars look okay. All right, I'm going to save this. This is not my favorite, but save it. At least we have a full sky here. All right, I'm going to actually just do a little bit of editing here. This has got to come down a little bit more. Let's see what that looks like. No, I don't think I have. Surfaces. There's no surfaces on the parameters. Just orientation, ground texture, scale. There's no scale on this image. See, it looks oblong like that. All right, I think I might be able to mess with this. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Browse. This is the editor. This is the edit one. Open with Adobe Photoshop. Should be able to notice this. It's because I moved it down, I believe. And that's what gave it that. It then moved its scale. So if I take this like this, I grab this like that, and then say show me the handles. Where are the handles? Where are the handles? Oh, maybe here. Transform controls. Okay. All right, we don't want it to unlock the, all right. There we go. All right, I'm going to move that up. I can stretch this and make this bigger now if I want. A little bit bigger moon. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, now let's mess with this seam a little bit. All right, go back to here. Alternate. It's these large stars that are giving me the trouble. The ones from up here. Okay. I hope that seam isn't going to just like show up like major here. That Okay. Save this. Now it looks a little narrow. I'm not sure if that might fix itself. So I have to select a different one first in order to load the other one in. Yes, I'm also not wearing I'm not using my what do you call it? I'm not using my green screen tonight. So, and this, yes, this is a kind of, it's sort of bluish, but it's also green. It's kind of the gray turns the blue. There's gray in it, which kind of turns the blue a greenish, and then there's this kind of yellow. So you mix it all together and it looks green. I wouldn't be able to wear this shirt on my green screen because it would be too green. All right. I don't think that's the sky. Now it doesn't look right either. Let's go to iRay. Now it doesn't look right. Let's see what it looks like. Well, that might work. Let's see, texture shaded. No, we got to go into, it's larger. That's interesting. It's larger than it was. Now I need Filament to repaint this, redo this image. It's not redrawing it. Okay, so let's go Z. And Y. Let's see what this looks like now. Yeah, I got it. It is kind of bluish, but it does have green. And I guess it's more green. It's got blue stripes. It's got more green in it than blue. I always think of it as a blue shirt, but it's not, because if I were to use, okay, now that's not working either. Texture shaded. This has got to go back here into filament mode, and filament isn't redrawing. Filament isn't redrawing my textures. This has got to go. No, not that way. This way. C and Y. Let's try that. Okay, this tedious for a picture that I'm not really sure that I'm even going to use, but I'd like it to be right. So, what would be nice is to be able to offer, okay, it's got to go over this way a little bit more. Perhaps I could move the trees over. Move the land over a little bit more. Texture shaded. Let's just try grabbing this ultra scene and moving that X. All right, now let's try this. See if that kind of fixed that. All right, it's got to come back a little bit more. Texture shaded. A little bit more. There we go. Let's see what this looks like. So technically, I think I could have used any of these moons. The ones that are really close to the horizon weren't. So I had to use the high moon because it had a dark field around it that I could move. All right, so I'm not really happy with this moon because I think I stretched it too much. Let me see. Let's go back to my environment settings. Well, I have it right here actually. Photoshop. Now I can take this right here and go like this. Let's just take this and go to normal. No, like this, more like that. Then go here. All right, let's save this. I don't think it's going to, no, I have to switch this out of this. See, it looks too high now. It's like too egg-shaped. So now we go to here, environment. We have to switch it with a different sky and then back. Now we can switch it. All right, let's see what we got here. It still looks a little bit weird, but let's just pull that out a little bit more. I can see it's not right. Okay. Save this. Yeah, I would say it's in the greenish blue. It's hard to say really. August night, we'll switch it to August night, and then we're going to go back. I think this time my moon is going to be right. Okay, now back to the fantasy moon. I think that's round. I think that's giving me a round moon. Now, what I'm going to do is go into filament mode. I've got a few stars here that are stretched. And if I just rotate this, oh, whoa, that just threw that moon right off. Let's see what this looks like. I may have just thrown it right off. Let's see. Still not liking this moon. Save that. Okay, now we can go here, back to August. Let's go to browse here. Where's my edited moon? Oh, that's the August one. That won't take me there. Browse. Let's try switching browse to one of these different fantasy moons and then opening that up. I'm wondering if I have to just like try a totally different moon of this set and then reload it in. Browse. Fantasy moon edit. I think that's as round as I'm going to get it. So we're going to save this. And that's this image. Okay, now let's go File, Open Recent. Let's go to 10. This is the one I like. This is the one I like the most out of all of these. It doesn't have a moon, but it has, I think it pops. Color pops out, the detail pops out of it. This is the one I like the most. It has the most kind of natural look to it. It's sort of unnatural in a way, and it also has that kind of, I don't know, that ominous blue spot in the sky that seems to suck the energy out of it. It's like it's some kind of something I dreamt about one time. I looked up in the sky and it had this blue spot that looked like a something was wrong with the sky. It's like then all of a sudden you feel the blood rush, go cold in your body. It's like that panic feeling, like what's wrong with that spot in the sky? Kind of looks like that. So it's just very interesting. Now now I'm going to go and File, Save As, Scene, and we're going to call this Sky Tree 10, and we'll call it 10A. So we can mess with this the sun a little bit and just maybe work with it a little bit and rotate the sky a bit and see what happens when we do that. If we end up with something just totally, because I think just about any way that this sky works is I'm gonna like it. The way the sky is creating these shadows, but maybe one in particular is going to be really nice. One particular rotation of the sky. I think I like this one right here the most. Yeah, this is it. This is my image right here. It's going to be 10A. Save it. All right, so now we're going to render it. So we're going to check out our render settings. I'm not going to add any kind of vignette because I just don't want the edges dark. I just want it to look just like it does, kind of. I don't know if I should brighten it or anything. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I just like the way it looks. So yeah, who would think this would take 3 hours to make this, to find the right sky. This kind of pops out at me. I like the way the sun is creating that. It gives me the red that I wanted without the fire, it gives me little patches of red. I think that's what it is. So without the forest fire vibe, and the blue is just so, it's so, I don't know what the word is, otherworldly, that it takes away that that forest fire feel, but it still has the warmth of the red. That's why I like this. Let's see now. Render. We're gonna run our samples all the way up. We're gonna go maximum time, and the render quality is gonna be at 7. It's where I like it. Gives me time to stop it when I think it's done, so it won't stop on me. And now I have to go back to general. We're gonna switch this off, and then we're gonna go here to parameter settings, turn off the limits, go to my custom shower curtain resolution, save this again. Okay, it's ready to render. Now I'm wondering if my camera is in the right place, but it seems like it is. This is what I want. There's so much detail in this image. It's just amazing, and it's not even rendered. Once this renders, you're going to see all of the trees have a bunch of like kind of noise in them, and it's going to completely rectify all the leaves. The leaves are where the noise is in this image right now. And so let's give it a render. It's ready. It's ready to run a render and see what this looks like. Yes, George, you can see the bark, you can see the detail in the leaves, it's not a nighttime picture, but then again, this darkness in the blue, it's almost like a midsummer night. It's a very strange kind of sky. It's almost like it's day and night at the same time. And I really, it just strikes me as incredibly, it brings out the color in the forest. It brings everything out. So this is going to take hours to render. But look at the detail we're going to have here. Look at this. This is utterly amazing. This is going to rectify so beautiful. It's going to be so much fine, fine detail in this image. We're only on iteration number 2, and you can see, look at that. There's the iteration number 2. Wait till it gets up to like 400 or 500, and I'll probably leave it to about 1,000. This is going to look at this. Look at how the light is shining on each and every little branch and creating all kinds of detail. The sky is amazing. Look at the light it's shining. It's coming in from several angles and giving it all kinds of different character and color, and yeah, this is really beautiful. So I'm very pleased with the way this this image came out. Look at this. It just looks like the sun is hitting that directly. And there's an indirect, and then there's this right here, which just it's part of the sunset. It looks like there's so much character to the sun coming in here. It looks like an incredibly variant sunset, so that it has so many different colors that it can come in and give this variant of color, array of color. So I am very very pleased with this. Look at this. This is that red, the red area, and it's red. It's not, this is red. This is this is in the shadow, so it's going to take a lot longer to render. So that's why I'll leave it to 1,000, and then this will be just as sharp as can be. We're only up to iteration number 5. But this will become so rectified. And this is where I get a little bit of red in here without it. Look, the green is so overpowering that it takes your mind away from that forest fire kind of vibe. And I don't know why that's, it's because I don't like to leave my I don't like to leave my viewers in a bad place, in a scary place, and and even though I made, like the last image where I had the devil and what maybe was Adam, and they were both in the same scene, and the devil had those wings and everything, but there was a chemistry between them, a love, there was acceptance, there was synergy, there was emotion, there was passion. So it's not a bad place. Now, if he had a sword and was driving it into him and blah blah blah, and yeah, then that would have been a bad place. But there was this kind of like attraction between them, and love and passion and emotion, and it didn't matter. It's like love is love. It didn't matter that he had wings and that his eyes were like beaming red, because they seem to accept each other the way they are. And that's why I don't feel that was left people in a bad place. And that's the same with this. If it had been all red, and sometimes I do use red in a apocalyptic kind of, but still there's that passion and emotion and the synergy between two characters, and that brings it into a happy place. Okay, so and I just don't want to leave. Look at this detail is going to get so beautiful here. It's going to just get so really sharp. This is going to be extremely sharp. Okay, that's going to do it for me. I will I thank you very much. I wonder if Angus is still here. And Sigmund says, hi, hello. So That was Sigmund. He said hi. He's got to say hi. So, all right. I'm going to be out of here like within the next probably half a minute. So I want to just thank you for watching. This is going to render now, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was enlightening. Thank you, George and Angus, for keeping me company. Please remember to like the video, and thanks again for watching. I will be back again soon with more video, more DAZTV. And so I just had this idea, and I had to make it into an image. So I thought it was a pretty idea. So again, thanks for watching. If you're watching this after, yes, very good. Excellent, Angus. Thanks for staying in and watching, buddy. And I hope you have enjoyed watching all the different skies that I have. There's a lot more, tons more. But again, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying here for about 3.5 hours. And have a great evening. And I will see you again soon in the next video. Alrighty.